Well, hello, this is Jimmy Total Another Channel. We are here in Garry's mod on the map called Range F4. Yes. So, anyways, we'll be looking some more at NeuroTec, and we will be looking at the NeuroTec aircraft. I will not go through them all because there are simply too much, but I can give you some general tips about it. So, here we have the NPCs. NPCs, we have aircraft. You see there is this TSAK Ariel. Don't spawn it, it will crash your game. Now, but you can spawn many of the, you see here. We have a Apache helicopter that will kill you, so that's fun. We also have an airplane, nice Swedish airplane. Anyways, these are your enemies, by the way. You go to entities and, oh lord. Anyways, you go to here and you can have Aviation Western. Then we firstly have, whoops. So anyways, NeuroTec has this little feature of making stuff gory, if you wonder what that comes from. So if you're sensitive to that or too young, don't install the mod. Well, we have a blood splattered plane, let's jump into it. So, as I have described in description in earlier videos, you just, you can bind a command to basically switch between the inside cockpit view and the outside view. And that's, this is not a very great cockpit, but well. You use alternative to, if you press alternative, you kind of flatten out and get even and stable. So that's something you can do. And you can use control. Yeah, you can use S to slow down and W to speed up. And space, you have flares. If you get missile lock-on, you probably like to use some flares. So, on R you can switch between different weapons, so we can drop bombs here. Now we don't see the, oh, there was the explosion. And we can switch back to missiles. Now we have them in our tail, so we need to try to do some fancy maneuvering here. Oh no, it's looking like a collision. Ah, it's a good... Oh no. Oh no! Why did I focus on the leg? Oh well. Let's spawn a new enemy just for variation. Here we have the AC-130 above. And it's joined by some fighters to keep it company, because otherwise it gets sad. Well, you go to entities here, and you can scroll down here. We cover the micro stuff in separate reviews, because micro is the thing I like most about this mod. Bots does not work for airplanes, and just so you know. Work in progress are probably not working. But here we have Aviation Eastern Pack, Aviation Western Pack. Also we have something called Warbirds here. Kind of, there are some cool things here like B-17 Flying Fortress, or my favorite cockpit of all time belonging to Henkel HE. Actually it doesn't have the inside view, but it looks cool from outside. I love that window. We have the Mitsubishi Addon, we have a Mustang, but these have some serious problems. Lots of problems actually. The machine gun doesn't work, so I'd stay away from Warbirds basically. The Spitfire is kind of cool, and when you get in the plane you can click... never mind. Oh no, oh yes, and you have to keep throttling, but... oh no. I think we need to speed up some before we can lift. Okay, there we go. And then you can click control to, yeah, basically turn up your... No, we reached stall. Landing wheels, I mean, yes. Well, Spitfire is a nice plane here, but, well... don't seem to get lock on, it's kind of weak. But anyways, warbirds, as I said, not too interesting. Here we have World War II, and that's tanks, all of them. I will cover them in another video. What we do have, which is kind of weird here, we have something called spaceship. So we have different types of spaceship. Oh no. Weird. Back to life. So the TIE fighter is hard to start, but of course we all want our TIE fighter. Just get to it and try to not tilt over while you... oh no. Actually, don't even try. So the TIE fighter is easiest to start from the edge of a cliff, kind of. Oh yes. And you know, it also has some problems getting things working, but we can at least fire the missiles, which do have lock-on sometime. And that's a hit. And we have other, like, whoops. What about the Viper? We also have lock-on missiles. They're kind of airplanes with different models. So, I mean, they look cool, but, you know, NeuroTec has some really cool stuff, and it also is has some things that doesn't work, you know. But even though it's kind of one of the better mods if you want airplanes, but honestly, I mean, War Thunder, if you can play the game, it's free, it's pretty good. I'd recommend that, honestly. But if you can't, or just want to be in Garry's mod, NeuroTec is the airplane mod that you need to basically use. So the modern, we have modern stuff, and that is indeed some fancy stuff. But we have helicopters as well. We'll take a look at them. Here we have Western helicopters. We have the Apache, the Cobra, the Little Bird, or Killer Egg, as it's called apparently. Shinhawk, Robinson, you know, we have many of a famous name here. So I will get into the Cobra, lovely helicopter, I like it. And you click kind of space to move upwards. And you can basically, you can just use, you know, oh no, it's different from NeuroTec Micro, which I need to have separate tutorials. Anyhow, you can basically use it as an airplane. It's not too different. It's kind of weird, but the sounds for the sounds for the helicopter's gun seem to be a bit out. Let's just test the Warbird. Oh no. Why? Did it survive that? That's impressive. So we hold space to speed up. Takes time. And then we can use mouse control. If you need to slow down, control is the button. Alternative is for steadying the craft. And we can fire missiles and fire, and this thankfully works. So maybe, whoops, Well, anyways, that one works. So we'll definitely go to NPCs and we'll just spawn the Apache as NPC. And then before it kills us, we'll try to test one of the Eastern helicopters. So then we have, you know, famous helicopters like Black Shark especially. And we have a lock-on alert. That's really bad. Oh shit. That didn't go too well. Okay, let's try again. So we just hold. Okay, we basically use, you know. Oh no, it's so much better than us. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, we never got time to start, but I know the controls, you know. You switch weapons between R and I'll just guess we have to try again. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, we're fucked. Oh yes. So, you know, the enemies you have is really really admirable. Feeling we're a bit inside the ground with this craft here. Oh no. Okay, so let's spawn the Apache enemy again. This one's cannon doesn't really work very well, but come on. Come on, lock on. But anyways, the helicopters work. You can shoot in nice angles. Oh no! And well, the enemy will always be better. And you have some selection here. We can spawn what did I spawn now? Eagle F-16. F-15 I mean. Anyways, that's helicopters for you, briefly. We have something called civilian. The Cessna's wheels are a bit sad, but it works. The interior is weird, but anyways. We have a Boeing, we have a AN-225 Antonov, and we have a Hughes. The civilian planes, you know. Oh no. The civilian planes have pretty good health. But, okay, you can use flares on space. But other than that, we don't have too many fancy stuff to, you know, do. Except if you want to be a little bit etchy. Oh no. Then you can fail flying into towers and aim for a small house. And not even die. Oh well. The smoke screen is kind of funny. That just lays down like a soft blanket. Basics. We have a really weird airship here. I don't really know what this is for, because you can't really be inside it, and you can kind of drop bombs, but it kind of look weird. Yeah. And the airship kind of, yeah, I don't know, it's weird. We have a, what to say, combine helicopter. So you can live being combine. You kind of have to wait for the gun to load. It's kind of funny. Oh well, that's that one. Then we have Aviation Western pack. It's just a huge pack of different planes. Of course, I will show you Swedish planes. I will not show all of them because there are too many. But, oh no, we're getting wrecked. Here is JAS 39 Gripen. It's a Saab. Okay, let's see if we can get into the air before we die. Okay, and we don't have a cockpit, but the cockpit view looks kind of, you get this additional little interface. So we have flares, thankfully. And then we can... Oh no! Okay, that didn't go too well. But I can show you another Swedish plane. What? Jaguar Supercat, that sounds cool. That actually... Jaguar, what? You know, planes look a bit similar, but... You can change the missiles by clicking R button. Have some different weapons. Oh well. Naturally, we need to look at more Swedish plane. We look at one more Swedish plane here. That's Saab 35 Draken, and that's an error, that's weird. Here we have another version of Saab 35 Draken. So right. No target. Oh well, you can do stupid... Oh, you can do stupid. Or just not do stupid things. Up to you. Well, anyways, we have also lots of things here in Aviation Eastern Pack. Like Frogfoot, Terminator, Full Pack, Berkrut, lots of different. I'll just show this one. Oh no! Okay, now I remove that one, but let's spawn a Strike Eagle instead. And then, oops, then we spawn, some don't have, oh no. Okay. We kind of want to get in the air before we die. Oh no. Okay, I think it's a problem with that specific airplane. Never mind, I show you the flanker instead. Then we can switch to AA missiles here. If we can find if the enemy hasn't killed itself. I don't know. It's weird. Oh no, we did something. That's not too skilled. Well, you know, airplanes. Nice interior. They do their thing. It's kind of cool though. Then we have the artillery and stuff like that. We have some, you know, this is not really an airplane, but it looks like an airplane. Ish. Whoops. And you can set it on fly. And then it fly away and explodes. Well, that's basically aviation for you. You can spawn this NPCs. Avoid this one, it will crash your game just instantly. But otherwise, I mean, what? I think that one needs some psychological assistance. It works. But, well, micro airplanes are cooler, but more about them, you know, check another video for them. Let's see, is this miss something here? Just want to look at the western. I want to have another chance in... Oh no, we just got nuked. Oh, there we have our airplane friends. Raven. Do you see the fancy effects on the water? I don't see my enemies anymore. This is kind of very interesting. Wow! The insides though. Whoops. Oh god. Oh well. I think you've seen enough of this NeuroTec here. So this is NeuroTec aircraft. Micro is better, but it exists and it's pretty, you know, it has some cool points, basically. Anyways, I'll see you around. This is Jim from Total Nerd Channel signing out.